What's going on, guys? Welcome back. We're doing things a little bit differently this week because there's a lot to cover because we've got a lot of shenanigans, busted shenanigans about to come to Snap. And I don't use the word shenanigans pretty much ever, but also lightly here. We've got things like playing a Dr. Doom and then just pressing and holding a little button to get double Dr. Doom bots out there and crazy interactions that are going to come to the game. And today, I'm going to kind of be your guide into what Activate is and all the broken things that you can do with it. But just in case you're coming back to Snap after a couple of months, maybe you took the summer off and you're like, then let's just take you real quick to Activate 101, like 30 seconds or less, right? You've got ongoing, on reveal, and then just cards with text. Activate is joining the family as a new mechanic, and we haven't had this ever come to Marvel Snap, which is why this is going to bring hundreds of new potential combos to the game. And it's probably the best of them, right? You have an ability now or a mechanic that you can pause and wait to use at any time. Ironheart, great example. You played early. You don't have enough cards to give the boost to. If she was an activate card, you play it down, you put cards down, and then you can activate it by pressing and holding the card to give the power. Now, why is this important and how is this going to work with, order of operations? It's going to happen like play order. So let's say it's turn 5 and you've got a Symbiote Spider-Man on the board or your activate card, doesn't matter which. You can press and hold to activate, then play Black Panther, and it's going to activate, then do Black Panther. Or you could play Black Panther, then you can hold the activate, right? It's going to be an order of operations, like all things are in Marvel Snap, like move and all the other shenanigans, right? So I use shenanigans again, damn it. Anyway, so that's going to be activate in the sense of it allows you to have abilities that you can hold on to, remain unpredictable, and also create a lot of new combos, as this is our first new mechanic in the game. So great, activate, little bow on that. Who is Symbiote Spider-Man, our first activate card? Now, if you guys have been to my new card videos, you know I do a little history lesson via comics, and I've decided, if you have been keeping up, to move this to a new channel to make the videos a tad bit longer, more informed, and that way, if you guys are here for Snap, you could be there for that. And for those that want to see this content, I put in the extra effort to go even further with explaining the iconic cards of Marvel Snap. Would mean a lot if you guys go check that out and go ahead and subscribe. If that's what you're looking for, that's where it's going to be. I'm going to pin it down in the comments below and the description. So with this card, right, kind of confusing. What does all this ability mean? Essentially, very easy to understand if you ever played the game and you've played on Clintar, how it eats up your card and then it's replaced with the Symbiote. Kind of the same thing here, except it's going to repeat what it did when it was revealed, right? So if it was a Negasonic, you can have another Negasonic if it already blew up, because it's going to go back to its original state. If you moved a Nightcrawler, you're going to have a Nightcrawler you can move again, right? Get the picture? It's different than an Absorbing Man or a Grandmaster because you can do it with other combos outside of just these on reveals, even though that's the large majority of the synergy and combos, and more importantly, the broken stuff that you're going to see today. And let me tell you guys, I've been cooking here in the kitchen like a month long with all these combos. It's right up my alley. So let me explain to you the most busted things you can do cost by cost. All right, we're going to start at the one cost cards, guys. I'm just going to highlight some of my favorites, ones that you should be slotting in on your early cooks because they're going to be crazy. First of all, love Nico. Have you ever been in this situation where you have a spell and you don't want to use it yet? You're waiting for that Venom to copy. Well, you can play Nico early, and then you can mess around and get the Symbiote to reactivate her and then get that copy so long as it's in the later turns, right? It's not going to work all the time, but this is definitely a nice use, and I see Nico maintaining her spot as a really good card. Silver Sable, another great card that just hit, so you can go ahead and use that synergy. Other than that, though, like the overall flexibility with Symbiote is crazy because you have things like Yondu, who, yes, mill decks aren't played a lot, but for you guys that do play it, having another way to continue to mill and make sure your opponent has no cards left with ease, this is going to be a great simple combination. Another simple combo is the Hood. You have a 1/3 at this point with 2 demons. It's like 3 cost, 15 power, which is pretty good to spread across. And now you don't have the downside of Hood. Hood is mainly used in decks to, take advantage of the -3, but definitely not a bad synergy here by any stretch. And then other than that, those are the main ones. I thought it'd be funny if you did like a squirrel, you could do double of these. That's kind of crazy if you want to go that route for, a free Mockingbird. But let's go to the 2 costs. All right, now 2 costs is where things start to get pretty exciting. First of all, I just want to go ahead and shout out that I think Psylocke and Zabu, yes, Zabu, are both going to have their stocks rise even more so. This isn't the Wiccan situation where, we thought Zabu would be okay. Turned out he wasn't. These are going to be great because of getting out the Symbiote early allows you to have some really crazy potential. You guys are going to see this when we get to the 4 drops, but just know I think Psylocke and her stocks are going to go way up, so be on the lookout for that and for some combos that I'll mention her later on. Just ramping in general, Symbiote's going to have some cool use for, and again, you guys are going to see that. 2 costs is pretty easy. You got a lot of different potential here on what you want to do. Obviously, getting White Widow and getting 2 Widow Bites over to the other side, really strong. But also, I love things like Hulkbuster. Now, this is interesting. At first, we thought maybe you could merge into Dawkins and then you would have 2 shards. Can't do that. However, you can play Hulkbuster into an empty lane. Then you can play the Symbiote. Then you can play whatever else. And as long as that card is not, below the Hulkbuster, you're going to be able to merge into the Hulkbuster that then merges into the other card on the lane. So really cool synergy here with how you can target certain cards with Symbiote. And I think this is going to be fun for the Dawkins of the world or whatever you might do, right? Obviously you don't want to do that with Black Panther, which we'll get to, but something like Deadpool, I guess, or Dawkins, you could make this work. Very niche, but I think it's definitely a lot of fun. Other than that, guys, just good cards like Loki played down. You maybe didn't get cool, cards from your opponent's deck. So just do it again and get better cards or get more cards in your hand and then do it again. There's going to be ways of just really making more decks more reliable. Medusa, just great stat line card. 2/5, awesome. Put the Symbiote, now you have a 2/11, and then you get another +3. So, there's just ways to have, simple, good synergy at the 2-cost slot. Now, something like Mr. Sinister, kind of weird, because you have, a 50-50. It's going to take one of these cards. It doesn't only look for honor reveals, right? So, if it takes this one, you're not going to get a clone. If it takes this one, then obviously, it's pretty good. So, you just have to look at the risk there. Probably definitely not worth it. Anything else here? There's plenty of other options that we could talk about. I think, whatever, double hazmat, stuff like that. However, Quake is interesting because Quake, you're already playing this head game of switching locations, and to be able to do that again is a lot of fun. I think it's just pure chaos and just a good flexible card. Now, as for the 3-cost, guys, there's more 3s than any type of card in the game, and there's truly limitless potential here. I mean, not Baron, but if you want to even say something as simple as one of the first that pop up in Baron, you play him down, you're able to pull one of the cards from your opponent. You can see if that card is lower than Baron, and if it is, which it most likely is going to be, then you can go ahead and play Symbiote if you want to repeat that ability, or you can maybe get lucky, do this late in the game, and then you get the card that's bigger than Baron, and you can pull yet another card. So cool synergy there, but this works with so many of these cards here, guys. Brood is crazy once we have Aranya or ways that we can move Brood to another lane so that we can copy that and kind of do the Absorbing Man effect. I see that eventually working with a Patriot style of build. Cassandra Nova, just punish the Airship decks even more so. A lot of good potential, man. And Copycat, same thing. We don't know what your Copycat you're going to get, but, assuming it's a crazy combo, you can just capitalize on that even more so. Just all the good 3-cost cards in general, right? Clearly Negasonic, this is our first way to have her activate twice, because it's going to reset the text for the first time. Nocturne, you can play, move, and then Symbiote merge, and then you can move her again, and you'll get another move with her because it's resetting that counter, kind of like on Nightcrawler as well. So all of these are obviously good curve plays being on 3 naturally. Bastos, you can get double boost up there. Sage is probably one of the more crazier ones. I think it's going to be kind of hard to get her to proc because she's going to be decent power, but this is a way that you can curve out the Sage early because sometimes it's awkward playing her out on 6. You got to make sure she's one of the lower cards in the lane, but obviously not bad. But the most common that I see easily is going to be something like Surfer, right? Because Surfer is always awkward to play early because you want as many 3-costs on the board as possible. And now Surfer is going to be really easy to utilize because he's only 2 power and you can easily just play him down when you kind of need to. If you don't have Sarah, maybe you just got to play him down early. And at any point on turn 6, if he's the only card in the lane with the Symbiote or the lowest, you're good to go. You just simply play it and you're going to reactivate that. So that's going to make Surfer just boost up really well. Ironheart, wait for you to have more cards on the board. There's just a lot of 3-costs, so we'll go quicker here. 4-cost is where things start to get out of control. We're going to start with by far the most broken thing possible, and I think Shuri's about to come with a major comeback because of the Sandman being good, and also this is just broken crazy. So first of all, let's say you get Psylocke, and you play Psylocke, and then you get to play Symbiote Spider-Man on turn 3. Turn 4, you play Shuri, right? Good to go. Now, before you play your next card, you can activate the Symbiote where the Shuri is. Boom, you merge, reactivate. You now have the double of the double, and you can play whatever card that is with a Taskmaster. Probably why he got nerfed, and that's just a stupid strong combination with Shuri in general. I see this being really strong, what a lot of people lean to on day one. Other just cool 4-cost cards to reactivate and, you know, kind of abuse. Obviously, like Gwynpool and good on reveals, but looking at the cheap side, love Jubilee. Jubilee's going to oftentimes pull big cards out. That's the point of it. So this is just great to get more of those big cards and get to do that again while saving the space opposed to Odin, which makes that clunky. Ghost Rider, right? You pull down a discarded option. Now you can kind of wait and then discard something towards the end of the game. And then bam, you can do yet another proc on the Ghost Rider. I think Ghost Rider is going to go up in discard and just that archetype as a whole, if you will. Other than that, guys, Phoenix Force, to me, this seems like a very natural fit in the deck as an either or to Phoenix Force. Like, this just seems really strong to be a move card, a destroy card. The Phoenix Force doing its thing. Definitely see a lot of potential with it in these style of decks, not necessarily with the card itself here. So yeah, 4 drops, a lot of good ones there. Could keep going on. There's a couple other ones like tech cards. Let's talk about 5 costs. So the ramping is going to be important to get cards out early if you want to abuse it early. But keep in mind, guys, like I said, the way this is going to work is you can activate it at any point, right? Once you've played it. So 5-cost cards, this is going to be one of the shenanigans everybody's going to be doing. You play down the Black Panther. It's Shang-Chi proof. You have the Symbiote merge into it. It then is going to be able to duplicate again, and then you play the Arnim Zola, and it's doing the stupid big power at that point, right? Very easy, very dependable power here, man. I'm excited for just Black Panther to be somewhat relevant again, especially with some of the cards that we have access to now. I think Namora is probably one of my favorite synergy options in general. Not only when we get the Scarlet Spider, but also just right off the rip. Really good card. Definitely, if you have Namora, this is where I would lean because you can reactivate Namora. You can have a card by itself, like a, Nightcrawler, Jeff, whatever, these movement cards that love Namora. There's a lot of great potential here with her. White Tiger, another great card we always bring up, but just an easy way to guarantee the merge and get another Tiger on the board, and you can kind of use that. Sandman, stupid good deck at the moment. Being able to obviously get him out early. This is one where you have to do early, right? But get him out early, you would activate him, and then you can do him again. So you have 2 turns with the Sandman. You got to make sure this is probably going to be better in the Scarlet Spider stuff, but for now, seems really strong. And then lastly, we get to the 6 cost, right? And this is where things get crazy, because keep in mind, you can activate at the start of turn 6, and then you play the card. Or you play the card, and then you activate. As I said in the intro, Doctor Doom, activate. Play Doctor Doom, activate. Boom, all of a sudden, it's like you're playing Amon Kamartaj, right? It's just so strong. So stupid, easy, strong. You got ongoings, and Spectrum is in her own lane anyway. You have all these ongoing cards. You have Spectrum to the right. You play down Spectrum, then you activate. You get a pop-off, and then another pop-off. Stupid easy. So these are going to be really simple, brain-dead combos I think everybody should take advantage of. Arnim Zola is silliness if you just think about him merging and getting the proc off there. Blob can get super high if you have the cards in your deck, like an Airshim deck. Just really simple stuff, guys. I think this is going to be such a creative cost to do some wild stuff with, right? We're not going to see a lot of 6-cost cards with activate on them, but it doesn't mean you can't activate the cards so long as you do the ordering correct. All right, so we have activate. We have Symbiote Spider-Man. Things are a little bit different now that we've gone through the combo potential. And this week's a little different, right? Activate's a brand new thing to come to the game. Symbiote Spider-Man is a freaking complex card, and so we're doing this week a bit different on how my videos are going to release. Remember, if you want to see who he is, you can go check out the other channel, and the combos are right here. But as far as my overall review, he's a good card. You guys are going to see that in the next video alongside the deck with huge amounts of battles. But I wanted to give you guys a little taste on my first just couple of interactions with Symbiote Spider-Man. Let's jump in. All right, guys, this is legit my first battle ever with him, just to showcase the card before we go into the huge video tomorrow. But we started out with him, so we're happy with it. We have Symbiote Spider-Man, Phastos, Namora. Now, this deck below, awful. Don't use it. I just have a lot of cards that I wanted to test with the ability and just see how this looks. So, yeah, tomorrow will be the better deck, if you will. Let's go and get Phastos out right now. We can't ramp out into Symbiote. That was going to be goal number 1. We're going to hope that we maybe get Black Panther from this. We don't, we get Zabu. Okay. So do we go like... I mean, we could always just go Shuri into the Symbiote, but I think I'll just play him down for now. We could also just play him on Fastos, which is also equally crazy. But no, we'll play him here on the right side. Okay. No animation when he goes down. There's the Black Panther. Okay, hold on. So this is it, right? We just play this down. Then we activate. Then next turn we Arnim Zola, right? Game over. Done. Like, that's all we have to do. I'm not going to snap because I want to see it. We're going to activate. First ever activate. I could feel the power. And that's it, right? Like, from here, we just Taskmaster or Arnim Zola. Is this all we do? Is this how easy this is, man? What are the odds? We didn't even get, like, the nut either, as people say. There's the animation. Good God Almighty. 26. Oh, it's so good. So now we really want to see what happens when I just Arnim Zola this. Hopefully he doesn't leave. If not, it is what it is. Double this card. So it keeps the ability, right? Which we know is going to happen. And that's just an easy 252 burger. What a first game. I kid you not. What a first game. They're out of here, but I will absolutely take it. And this is the shenanigans, man, that I am amped for. Oh, we got the curve of curves. We just need our I don't know, our other cards. We have all of our low cards right now. We need some Symbiote and Shuri action. We'll play Zabu now. Well, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we could play Symbiote, but it makes things awkward. I guess we could play him here, but then we have to redo the Zabu. Yeah, we'll give him Fastos. Why not? Mainly because I'm just trying to play the Symbiote here. Okay, so he has Symbiote for Collector. We're not too worried there. All right, we got the Doom now, so this is exactly what we want to do. We could play Symbiote over here. Then we'll play Doom together. He goes Hellfire Club. Okay, that's fine. Not going to be an easy game to win, but we can pull it off. Oh, yo, so we could go this into the activate into Arnim Zola next turn, just fill Dooms everywhere. Is that the... Okay. Let's do it, man. Wow, this is so... Man, I love that this is just... I'm just pulling battles from what I can pull off here. And, you know, just day one showcasing. Okay, so this is where I think a lot of people are going to use just like a standard... This is what was in the intro, right? Something like that, to me, seems crazy. I don't even think we're going to win, but it's still pretty crazy. If we did this, we're adding 10 over here, and then, yeah, dude, let's just do this. I mean, we have to, right? Because we're adding 2 11s. Like, that's the difference here.
2 more shall take its place.
I mean, that seems okay. Can we win the middle? What happens here? Oh, he got it with the lit. Okay, I don't even care, man. So this is... Oh, man, this is so fun. I love this. Experimenting is going well. I mean, we got an L, but it's going well, and this was such an insane interaction. Look at all these freaking new bots. Ooh, okay, we did get Shuri. We have our Fastos. That's fine. We got Symbiote. Let's go ahead and play... So this is interesting. Let's play down... I guess it doesn't matter all too much. We can play Fastos down now. I mean, obviously, this is a good old day one climbing bot here. Symbiote here. Then we'll just play Black Panther Taskmaster, right?
Squad's still a little light.
I mean, we're not playing exactly a smart player. We're playing a freaking bot over here, but we're just trying to work it all out. Or I guess we could do, yeah, I guess some more stuff too. But yeah, let's just go ahead and go with this. We'll merge it right away. And let's see what we got. I guess you want to always merge it right away just to see your other play lines. But no, this is definitely what we want to do. Elite play from the bots here.
Wakanda forever! Wakanda forever!
Oh God, I'm never going to get sick of that. That's just so cool. And cool. And then we just Taskmaster. I mean, this 100% should just work, right? Like, we should just be able to do the Taskmaster. This was technically the last card that we played because we morphed into it, I believe. But even though Symbiote wasn't the last card, so let's see how this works. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. It becomes that card, right? So he did get a whopping, yo. He did okay. Luckily, we're gonna win on the power difference, but that wasn't bad. Wasn't a bad play for a bot. All right, cool, man.
Victory.
Seeing these interactions, I'm so giddy to make a lot of deck guides. Here's the battle. Sorry for the shorter ones. Tomorrow's going to be the big video with a dedicated deck with all the chaos. I can't wait. Comment down below what you guys want to see, what card combos you want to see there. But right away, first impressions. I like it. I mean, it's climbing early ladder, so we're going to have to see how this all goes together. But I wanted just to show my first couple of games and activate interactions so you guys could see a little like early gameplay as soon as the card comes out. And then I'll be posting another video more highly produced after this one.